The Daily Dose. My name is Robert here with Susan. We're talking all things ChatGPT, AI, the use of it within our class, which we call Storytelling 101 with ChatGPT Assist. This is open to everyone. I want to make sure everybody knows Parkinson's or otherwise, doesn't matter, any walk of life, any age, you're all welcome to come because I think it's that important that we get our feet wet with, we get comfortable with, and we understand how we can possibly use this thing. Is it important to you, Susan?
I was just reflecting on the fact that the word is storytelling is part of the title of this class. And I, as an individual, never thought of myself as a storyteller. And,
Interesting.
I was not one of those moms who made up stories lying in bed with my kids. We
Mm.
read lots of books, but I didn't have the confidence in that creativity. And yet I've got this little purple dragon and I have this talking dog and my whole story is made up. And so that's, a message I've been telling myself. So it's really fun and quite a gift to me to reframe storytelling
It's
as
made
something
up.
that embracing that.
It is made up and it has been within you all this time waiting to be discovered. It's both, So awesome. All right. Well, let's take a look at the game side of this because we do play with ChatGPT and I want people to understand that that's what this is about. And I think play is such an important part of learning. One of the first things we do is understand what improvisation is. It is yes and, right? Yes is the acceptance of the offer, and is what we'll do with it. Along with Joseph Campbell and infinite other things, ChatGPT really understands improv, and we're going to talk about that. Improvisation is unplanned collaborative response. You don't know what's coming next. Collaborative, that can be between you and ChatGPT in this case, and response. The first thing that comes out. This is where sometimes people get a little mixed up. They think ChatGPT is magic because it responds so quickly. Same with great improv, and you've seen this, right? When somebody just says something, isn't that like, oh my God, it was magic? Or when you've said something, right?
Yes. Yes.
So we, and you've heard me say this for years about improv. It's magical, but it's not magic. And there's
Yeah.
a really important distinction there. So ChatGPT improvises more than it thinks. Here we go. So we've already called it AI, artificial intelligence. Intelligence sounds like a thinking being. But what if we thought of it instead as an improviser? It's not thinking of things, it's responding. It's saying yes to your offer. You never put in a prompt and it goes, no, actually, here's what I want to do. It'll never do that.
Yes.
So it knows rule one, no denial. It says yes. And it's going to predict what it thinks the next best thing is. So, just from that standpoint, before I go further, how do you feel about that?
When it predicts, it gives you the choice. It
Mm,
doesn't predict and drag you down its path because it thinks it's
right.
right. And that's stimulating to the brain cells. It's like, oh, I hadn't thought of that as an option. It will give you several.
And you can set up parameters, right? You can say, give me 50 words, give me a list of 10 titles, four words or
Hmm.
less, give me six
Hmm.
metaphors, whatever it is. And it'll give you exactly what you're asking for. And those specific parameters, I think, do help it respond better as
Hmm.
well.
Hmm.
It doesn't know or believe anything. That's so important. This is where we need to dehumanize it. It doesn't have that bias that we're used to. And this is the trick of finding, how do I talk to it like it's a human?
Hmm.
And at the same time, no, it's not a human.
Don't give it the power.
Right.
It's an option.
It says it in its definition, you stay in control. So we must, right?
Hmm.
It predicts the next best word or phrase based on patterns. Remember what we said about our neurology? Our brains are patterning machines. So is it built? I mean, artificial intelligence is based on our understanding of human intelligence. So it's a model of our brain, but it's not our brain,
Mm.
right? It's like a super skilled improv actor or auto completion engine. I love that. Given a prompt, it generates fluent and relevant text. You say this, yes, and it says that. It doesn't stop to check, evaluate, or introspect. So remember, it doesn't feel, it may hurt your feelings, but it won't be doing it on purpose.
Or it may get something wrong. It
Yeah.
got the age of somebody wrong in my story.
but not
Consistent.
because it was mad at you, not because it was judging you,
Right.
because it was just doing the best it could. It predicted, in a way that didn't please you. And that's totally okay. GPT excels at improvisation because it listens very well. You've been doing improv now, Susan, for over 5 years. Tell me the value of listening in improvisation.
It's the only way it works. it's 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 the collaborative part. It's the connection. I mean, that's the reason to come to improv to me is the connection and the sense of community. And if you're not listening, you're gonna put people off. They're
Yeah. You're no longer improvising if you're not listening.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. And then it says here, ChatGPT does not have a childhood, relationships, or perspective. So once again, this is a note about the humanity. We've all got our biases. We're used to when something is walking and talking like a human, we might assume, well, so what happened to you when you were 5 years old? Nothing. Was never 5 years old. Um, there's a funny take on this. Have you seen? I think I've asked you about this before. But The Good Place, the NBC.
Yes, I did. I saw the whole thing.
So Janet, right? Janet consistently has to recognize everyone, not a person, not a woman, and
Mhm.
yet she seems like that, but she's not, right? And I love Janet, and I love bad Janet even more. It's a really good model, actually, for a lot of this. Now that I think of it, and here's our we got to baseline this all the time. Chat GPT makes mistakes. Your thought on that before we call this episode, the idea that it makes mistakes and how you remind yourself that it makes mistakes.
Well, I'm in charge. It's my story. If I'm
Good.
going to give it to somebody else to read, it's got to be right. So I'm the final arbiter. And if there's something that looks like a mistake, it is a mistake.
You have to keep that control. Good on you,
Yeah.
Susan. You said that
Yeah.
very well. I really like that. Okay, that's it for this episode. We got more to come. We'll see you on the next dose.